something goes viral and then people like, oh, I should make that kind of music. But then
that's over. Yeah.
But that doesn't go, like, that doesn't work. It's like you just need to make the music that you want to make, and that's what goes viral.
There was a time when, early on, the new wave, everybody's wearing long hair and everybody's like makes like psychedelic rock music, and if you do that, then you know that you're with the cool kids. That part is over. Like, a song will blow up that sounds like a 50s hillbilly, like a 50s not hillbilly, sorry, a 50s rockabilly record. Yeah. And then the next month, something will blow up that sounds like it's like synthesizers up your face. You know what I mean? Nothing about that sonically is something that you should aim at. You just do what you love.
Exactly.
And honestly,
which is freeing as an artist.
Yeah, I think also for me, like, once I realized that, one, the rules had changed because of TikTok and online culture, and also, because I went down that rabbit hole of like doing what I think people wanted to hear from me, and it never worked out. This is like the biggest piece of advice I got from my publisher was, if you don't truly love the thing you make, people will feel it. They might not know why it doesn't sound good or feel good, but they can feel it. If I write a record that I don't necessarily love, but I do it because I was told to do it, or because the artist wanted it to, or because that's the current style, unless there's someone in a room who loves it, that can say, that's cool, that's not cool, let's do that, let's do this, like, and be the driving force. If it's just me doing, for example, like a Blink-182 record, I didn't grow up on that music. Like, I can fake it, probably, but every time I did, it came out wrong. It just came out feeling fake.
Yeah.
And then once I started making music that I grew up on or love, which is like, very much James Brown inflected, funk heavy, drums forward, busy bass, 70s, 60s music, all of a sudden people were like, oh, that is cool. Mm-hmm. I'm like, really? Because it's not very hip. It's not very current. They're like, well, we don't care, because we can tell that you love it, and therefore we love it too. Yeah. We can feel the enthusiasm in the music, and that gets us excited. Yeah. And that was the biggest tip I ever got, which was, do what you love anyway, because people will feel that you love it when you make it, and that will set you apart, first of all, but also it'll just be better.
Yeah.
And people will feel that as well.
Exactly.
And I did years and years and years in this town of doing music that I thought that's what people were currently looking for, because that's what the industry tells you. Publishers, managers, labels, whoever, they're like, oh, this is the thing. We should be doing this because, X, Y, and Z reason, that just was the number one. And I'm like, all right, I guess we're doing another heavy rock record, or another trap record, or another record that I don't necessarily grow up on, and it's not in my bones. Yeah. And the moment I let that go and just said, okay, but what do I love? Where do I find artists that do what I love, so I actually have something to tell and actually have something to support them with my knowledge, my very deep knowledge of funk records and soul records and 60s and 70s music. I actually have something to contribute, and not just running behind like the guy who knows Blink-182 by heart, which, by the way, that's a lot of people in this town because they grew up on that music. They come from here. That's when things start to shift for me as well on a career level. That was a breaking point for me. Like, oh, I've done my 10,000 hours of like math and rules and knowing what a good song sounds like. And now how do you make it great? Is by infusing your love into the music and doing the thing that you truly love, plus all the math. And that's when things start to shift. And that
it's like breaking the rule. You have to learn the rules to break the rules, kind of thing.
It's that, but you have to know how to break it in a way that gets people excited.
Yeah, and the way that you enjoy.
And the way that I love, because again, if I love what I just made, people are going to feel that. They might not know why, but they do.
It's so interesting, man. Like, on that train of thought, there's a deli. Do you guys have delis in LA, or is it just in New York? Okay. Because you go to Florida and you don't have delis. It's crazy. So there's this deli right by me, and like this, you walk in and there's this dude that's there a couple days a week, and he has such passion for making these sandwiches. He's like, bro, and of course he's from New York. So, bro, I just made this roast beef that you gotta try. Here, just try. And it's like, I may or may not like whatever he's trying to sell me. Like, he's not even trying to sell me. He's just passionate about that. Like, I'm now excited about this roast beef sandwich. You know what I mean? Because he's so excited about it. And it's the same thing, you know, it's very unrelated, but the same exact thing is like, when you're passionate and really excited about the project that you're working on, whether or not some people like the genre, they will feel that passion, as opposed to being like, oh, I love the Blink-182 song, like, style, but, like, if it's not authentic to you, I'm not going to like the song, even if I like that style. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because
I
there's
think
something inauthentic about it.